Well, hello. Good morning. How are you? Or good evening, whenever you see this. My name is Paula Digital Granny, and today we're going to talk about how I make money online, my journey to $900 days as a prior dasher. Now I work from home and I'm a homeschooling mama. So I'm going to go through and share with you guys today what this is. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. If you haven't already, I'm going to encourage you to do this. Grab the free blueprint. The blueprint, how do you get the blueprint? Just go to Granny's Getting Paid. You're going to have to put in your email, wait 5 minutes, and then check your inbox, check your promo and trash folders. Be sure to do that. And if it's in the wrong folder, then simply move it back to the inbox. Okay, and then that way you won't miss any of my information. Okay, you don't miss anything. You don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to get right into this today before I go any further. This is an income disclaimer. The information and strategies provided in this video are for educational purposes only and should not be considered a guarantee of financial success. Results vary based on individual effort and experience. Y'all can screenshot this if you like. And all right, so because I'm going to share my testimony, some of my stuff, and then other people's in our community, so you know it's not just me. Okay, so let's jump right into this. If you don't know my story, let me share my story. Okay, I was a dasher. I got to share my story because I get in front of new people all the time. So I was doing the dash last year in June of 2024. Oh wait, this is probably up way too loud. Sorry. There we go. I fixed the mic. Sorry, my bad. I was probably shouting in your ear for a second. I'm sorry. So last year I was doing the dash. My long story in November of 2022. It's long, but I'll make it short. November of 2022, I had a mini stroke. Okay, I had a mini stroke. My husband never showed up. There was no calls. It was crickets. He was about 2 hours away on a work trip. And the reason I tell you this story is because of this. That's what left a family of 5 struggling and stuck. So I had been praying to God. I started to do the dash. I was praying to God, asking God for a way because I didn't know what to do. Those work trips were not work trips. I forgot to tell you that. So I went to the hospital. He never showed up. He was about 2 hours away on a work trip, and the work trips were not work trips, and that was the end of it all. It was kind of like the icing on the cake. It really wasn't there was problems way before that I kind of I don't know what I did. We won't talk about that. Here's the issue. The issue was that I was a family of 5. I was homeschooling. Hello, good morning, good whatever. If it's evening. Might be evening where you are. Oh, Elijah, just stay and hang out. Be nice, Elijah. So anyways, that's a good name though. I started to do the dash because there was 4 homeschoolers, 4 kids in my house at the time. Now I'm down to 3. One got married. But there was 5 of us and I was stuck and I was like, what am I going to do? So hold on a minute. My phone's ringing. Okay. So, this is real life, guys. I do have a landline. Okay. So you can chuckle. I have a kid that uses the landline. So anyways, can you get the phone? It's ringing off the hook. So back to this. I started to do the dash, which is, well, let's get back to this. Started to do the dash, as you can see. And I was like, what am I going to do? And then in June of 2024, I lost my beloved black Suburban. I lost my beloved black Suburban and I lost my JOB. And JOB. On the other platform, we can't, I don't know why we can't talk like certain words. But anyways, I lost my job and I was like, what am I going to do? Then I see this girl on TikTok and she's talking about God. She's talking about homeschooling. She's talking about making boatloads. While I scrolled, I'm a skeptic. I I think I will forever be a skeptic, but not of this, because I started this. Anyways, let's go back to that. I saw her. I scrolled. 2 days later, when I lost the vehicle and I lost the JOB, I was like, what is this? I asked her 3 questions. Number 1, can I work from home? She was like, yeah. And I said, this is my little guy. I said, number 2, do I need a degree? She was like, no. I said, okay. Number 3, do I have to pick up a phone? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, what is this? Because I don't want to be tied to a phone. I don't want to be tied to a building. I don't want to be tied to anything. Actually, in this day and an age, if you are, did you know that there's another way out? Are you stuck? Are you struggling? Are you stressed out? If you are, put it in the comments, because that's where I was. And I'm going to show you something that has literally changed my life and countless other people's lives. Yeah, it sounds crazy. It is different. But if you are stuck and struggling and you don't decide to do anything different, let me reassure you of this. In 6 months from now, you're probably going to be still stuck, struggling, and stressed. And that's the truth. That really is the truth. I had to wake up last year and realize that, man, I was stuck and struggling doing the dash. If I didn't do anything different, and my dad, my old school dad would have had me stuck, struggling, and stressed out still, because he didn't understand. And people, listen, if you don't do anything different, what's going to change? Like, for real, it's just common sense, right? Like, what's going to change? Nothing is going to change. Money is not going to fall from the sky. You know, I don't know if you've got rich grandma or grandpa who might pass away and leave you an inheritance or something, maybe, but most of us, not like that. So I had to do something different, and I prayed, and then this girl showed up and I started this. And let me tell you something. When you're in a pit, when you're like, you can't, the pile of bills is like so high and all it does is keep climbing, you're never going to get out. How are you going to get out? People just put Christmas is coming. So Christmas is coming. Okay. When I make this video, Christmas is coming. But if you watch this at any other time, it's the same idea. Those bills just keep stacking and they stack and they stack. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you are retired and you don't have a little nest egg, most of us don't even look at retirement. Most of us don't. And the ones that do, they don't have enough either. Because I know I talk to them all the time. I talk to these people that are in positions. And the last year, I have seen so many different situations where people are like, man, I just kind of woke up one day and was like, I don't have any money to retire with. I'm going to have to work until I leave this place. That is no way to live. So if you're there, if you're looking, if you've been praying, if you've been searching for a solution, I'm going to share with you what I do. And man, yes, I can actually have a little or a large nest egg, because I'm not the only one who makes an income, and I have $900 days, and I'm going to share with you how. It is very real, very legit. I promote programs. I'm actually, how can I say this? These are the programs that I promote, okay? 4 different programs. We are in the e-learning industry. Let me give you some facts about that, because the e-learning industry is booming right now, and it's just something that maybe you don't know, okay? 4 different programs that teach digital marketing skills. The e-learning industry, now, can I share this? I can. Somehow. Let me do it. Let me find it. I can share it. I didn't add it, but I can do it right now. If I can find it. The e-learning industry is booming, and that's the industry that I'm in. I didn't know what I didn't know. Hold on. I'm in the wrong spot. Yes, I am. Okay. So here it is. The e-learning industry, as you can see, in 2019 did 950 million. In 2023, it did 1 billion a day. In 2024, 1.2 billion a day. And it's projected to hit 3 billion a day by 2027. This is the industry that I am in. This is the industry that 57,000 other people in my community are in. It is absolutely the best thing to be in right now. Digital marketing, which is the skill that we learn a high income earning skill called digital marketing skills. So if you're like me, like I was just a dasher, okay? I didn't have any skills. Like I didn't have any skills on paper. I didn't have anything that would bring me in a substantial income. And when you're in the hole, when you're in the pit and you're like, man, so my dad's solution to my dashing was like, I'll go get you another vehicle. I'll help you out, which I love my dad. And I think that that was so awesome of him to want to help me out, right? But I had to sit there and I was praying about it. And I was like, you know what? It's really awesome. My dad was going to do that for me. But I was like, he's going to get me like this little banger car, whatever. It's a car, right? And I was like, I was not making my bills already. All we were doing was putting the gas in the car and paying the rent. Man, I was aiming for $1,800 a month. That's not a lot. And I was like, if I do that, I'm just going to be stuck and struggling. 40 plus hours, stuck and struggling, not making enough, and I'm never going to get out. So I told my dad, I picked up the phone and I said, Dad, I love you. I thank you. I'm really thankful, but this is not the solution. And he's old school and he's like, he didn't understand. And, you know, it's my dad. So now he's like, what are you doing? Because I said, Dad, I was so excited like the first time I got a sale, but I had to tell him like my best 4 days. I call him up, Dad, I like 3.6K in 4 days. And my dad's like, what? I said, Dad, I made $3,600 in 4 days. And he was like, what are you doing? Anyways, it is funny because he's just old school. So I'll get to this. Let me move along. I promote those educational programs. This is based on a 2-hour workflow. Okay. 2 hours. And if making money scares you, then this is probably not for you. And I'm being honest. Listen, I needed more in my life. If you are like, oh no, there's no way that that can be real. Well, then I can share it with you what we're doing, whether you choose to scroll out, you choose to pass it by. I get it. I was there. I already know because I passed by it the first time, but listen, I needed a way to get out. I needed something real, legit that works. And it's all of those things. You have to put in effort. So if you're serious, if you're willing to work, if you're willing to put in the effort, if you're willing to learn some new skills, it can literally change your whole entire world. And it's a real thing. So I know, I get it, I do, but this is what I do. So 2 hours of focused income earning activities. So what is that? We are learning digital marketing skills. Like I said, you're learning these skills to sell anything on social media, anything. So I create content. 1 hour, you choose a social media platform. It works on all platforms. Okay. I'm going to share some people today, and I will quickly introduce you to the founder of this so that you can go and do your own research. And I highly encourage people to look things up and look over it. I've been in this for 17 months, making monthly income with my kids from my house. And I create content, a 7-second, a 35-second, 35 is not written in stone, and then a 1 minute talking video. Okay. So a 7-second video could go like this. I like to just grab something I have handy. So you might be like, what the heck are you doing? That's okay. Just follow with me. So I'm going to hit record. A pinky wave. No, that's a pointer wave. I'm just going to let it go for 7 seconds, as long as I'm moving in the video, and then I'm going to hit stop. 7 seconds. We call that B-roll. Okay. Then here's where the skill comes in. You have to learn. So we're learning digital marketing skills. You want to speak to the person in your text, and then you're going to pick a song, and then you're going to hit post. Now, a really good example of a 7-second would be, I could be drinking my coffee. I could put on the screen a little bit of my story. Man, I used to do the dash. I don't do the dash anymore. I work from home, and I could say I have $900 days from my home, from my phone with my kids. Okay. This is, and I might say, man, if you're stuck or struggling, I was too. Like, do you know, so that they can understand, man, I haven't always been here. I know what it's like on the other side because I was there. This was the bridge to get me from being stuck and struggling to getting out of that place. Because another job, like another 15 to 20 an hour thing, wasn't going to bring in enough. So that is a 7-second. A 35-second could be talking. Well, it is talking. A 1-minute video is talking. So let's do a 1-minute video. Let me think of something. Burnt out, tired, exhausted, looking for some way to generate an income. I was there. I was working 40 plus hours. Maybe you're not doing that. Maybe you're already at home and looking for extra income. Let me tell you something. This is something that I do in the pockets of my day around homeschooling my children. If I can do this, you can do this. If you want the free blueprint, run to my profile. You'll see my site. Put your email in, wait 5 minutes, check your inbox, your promo in your trash folders, and then move it out of there. If they're in there, move it out of there to your inbox so you don't miss any important information from me. Now, I make 100% on products that I did not create. 100, 300, 600, and 900 is our number one selling program. And did you know that 900 times 12 is 10,800? Just saying, that's 12 customers. That's only 3 customers a week of that number one selling program. What would that do for you and yours? Drop a yeehaw in the comments if that sounds interesting to you. That's what I would do. That would be like maybe 1 minute and 25 seconds. Okay. So I shared with you how to create the content. If you are not following me yet, make sure you don't lose me. Smash the follow button. Half-hour post free ads. What is a free ad? Man, a free ad is just simply like a classified ad. Okay. I can show you. Let me show you. Let me show you a place where this would be. Okay. Let me show you. Hold on. Where's my, I didn't share my screen. Let me share my screen. And then I will show you in real time. Make sure I turn the audio on. There we go. Okay. Let me get rid of the 2 hours for a second. So this is just a classified, it's just a classified website. Okay. And we're just creating like a short little ad. And then you would come in here, maybe in business. Oh, that's employment. I wouldn't post in employment. Business opportunities, you see? And then you just create like and we show you how to do this, okay? I'm just giving you an example of a classified ad. That's all. So this is where we could go. We could go in here and share. Look, share. You would just do something like this, copy, paste, okay? I just wanted to share with you that. Now, let's get back to the 2. So that's all that is. Respond to comments and emails. Responding to comments and emails doesn't take a half hour, okay? Never takes me that long. So that is our focus of the 2 hours. Now let me get out of that. I shared with you the programs. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to share with you. Let me share some testimonials, okay? Because this is what we focus on. That is our time. We are creating content and we're learning digital marketing skills. So inside of those programs, let me share this first, and then I'll share some testimonials. So those are the 4 programs. There's a one-time website fee. There are plans available. Okay. How do I have a $900 day? Let me share with you. This right here, our number one selling program is 900, right? This is what I just said in my video. So I want you to understand this. I have numerous customers every single month. So you do the math. My number one selling program is 900. Okay. So 5 customers is $4,500. So when I say I have $900 days, that's my number one selling program. That is our number one selling program. And one customer is 900. So that's how this works. But let me add this, okay? So that you can see, this is one of our, is this a webinar? I believe this is a webinar. This is our founder, and I'm going to share with you the community, okay? But this is our webinar, one of our recent webinars. So that's Michelle. She is the founder, okay? And I'm just going to hit play.
In the nooks and crannies, and she had zero experience before. So Amy, I would love for you to come and share your story with them.
Absolutely. Thank you. And, you know, we're coming up on holiday season, right? And as a single divorced mom of 3 kids, I struggled many holidays. And the one thing about me is the industries that I worked in, I didn't get the holidays off. Even if I was home on Christmas morning, I still was moving semi trucks from East Coast to West Coast. I was also waitressing. I literally was working 2 jobs. And been about 3 years straight, had been working 18 hours a day. As a single mom, I wanted my time back so I could spend the holidays with my kids. I didn't want to cook Thanksgiving dinner and then have to leave. I didn't want to wake up with them Christmas morning, watch them open just a few presents, and then leave to go to work. I got tired of the struggle. I got tired of working 18 hours a day, but I had no way out. I didn't know there was these options. Mm-hmm. I had no clue what digital marketing was. Mm-hmm. What I did know, like many of you, I was sick and damn tired of working my fingers to the bone and never having enough. Mm-hmm. Never being able to spend the quality time that I wanted with my kids because those jobs had to come first to pay the bills. I needed extra. I needed more time. And all because my daughter put me on TikTok, of all places. I found out about digital marketing through Michelle. One video changed my life 2.5 years ago. I was scared. I didn't think I could ever do anything like this. I was in the transportation trucking industry. I waitress, bartended. I didn't know what digital marketing was. I didn't know what it was to have an online business. My kids were on TikTok. That's all I knew about it. But because of this wonderful program that Michelle's created in the community, somebody like myself could learn how to have an online business, could learn about attraction marketing, and could learn how to make extra money online. And that's what this program is in a nutshell. It's to teach you and others how to make money online. Mm-hmm. And all the different ways you can do that. But again, like me, many of you are working a job. You have family. You don't think you have the time. But because of this 2-hour work schedule, you can split it up throughout your day. Yep. And literally watch a 5-minute video and you just follow the trainings that are provided for you, step by step by step. And when you need support, you got questions, you don't understand something, we have Zooms where you can ask a question and you're constantly going to be learning about the online world and how it works. Mm-hmm. See, those 2 hours, I literally had to follow it to a T because I barely had 2 hours in a day between my 2 jobs and my kids. But I knew I wanted something better. I knew I was tired of not having the holidays with my children. And the last 2 Christmases, let me tell you folks, I have been home with my kids
Awesome.
I have been able to go shopping for them weeks in advance and buy them whatever I wanted to buy them. Finally, all because of this program.
Yep.
All because I plugged into the 2-hour workday and I plugged into the trainings, and I have continued for 2.5 years to follow it step by step by step. This opportunity is here for you. We can always find excuses not to do something.
True.
We can always say we don't have time. But I can guarantee you, if you look at 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, you can find the time. If you want something better for your life, if you want your time back, anybody can do this.
That's right.
I always say from 18 to 80, this is kindergarten, beginning, training, all the way up. You can go as far as you want to go.
That's it.
It's all here for you. Get your time back, my friends. Take your holidays back. Be there with your family. Be there for yourself because you deserve it. And you've earned it after all this hard work that you've put into it. Now enjoy it with the rest of us. Get your freedom.
Love it. Okay. So I'm going to share, with you what I'll come back to that. Okay. Because it is important that you see that it's not just me. There's tons of us that, but I only have a few videos to show, but let's go. This is our community. Okay. I'm right on it right now. It is not a screenshot. This is 57,000 of us. Okay. 57,000 of us every single day. Michelle is the founder. She posts a video for us to watch. Okay. We just watched this video. They are short videos. Is it going to open? These are very short videos, 5 minutes. Look, 4 minutes. I love the day. They're called 90-day runs. So I want to remind you, we're simply learning some marketing skills that help us to create the content. So we're creating content. We're focused on that 2 hours doing the income earning activities. Okay. So 5 minutes here every single day. These are priceless. I want you to think about this. The founder, since I've been in this space, I'm going to say this. I have seen different programs now, different courses out there that people are involved in. And I was talking to a close friend of mine now who's in the community that I met through the community. And I was saying to her, these other programs and courses, our founder is different. It's her and her alone. There's not a partnership. It's her and her alone. So one of the things, there's a lot of things that I appreciate about her, but having somebody who's disciplined, who's determined, who is diligent, those are the words that come to my mind when I think of Michelle, the founder. Okay. So every single day she gives us this video. It is to help us in our business. The part of the webinar that I just shared, she puts those on. Now I'm a little different. I do my own lives like this. Not everybody does this. Actually, not a lot at all. They stick to the 2 hours, and usually they will go to other platforms. You could do it on YT. You can do the YT shorts. You can do TT. You can do FB. You can do IG. There's actually a woman that's on LinkedIn. You can choose any social media platform that you're comfortable with, or if you're willing to learn it, you choose. Now, a lot of people go on TT because you can get in front of a large amount of people in a short period of time. Now, I had a 71-year-old woman start on TT. I've had a lot of people go on TT and TikTok, and they didn't even know what it was. Like never been on it, never had an account, nothing. I've watched these people flourish on TikTok. So, but you choose what you're comfortable with. You can do YouTube shorts as well. Now let's get back to this. So we can share the wins. Okay. You can share the wins. 2 minutes ago, she posted this 900 ding. 2 minutes ago. Why does it say 2 minutes ago? Oh, she's saying on November. I'm like, wait a minute. Today's the what? 18th? No, maybe she didn't post it before. Oh yeah, she said I had this win but forgot to post it. Okay, so she even says it. Anyways, wins. We can screenshot these and we can share these in our content, which is gold. Okay, especially as a new person, screenshot, share them. When you have your first, screenshot it, share it, keep it, save it. Okay, because you can reuse that in your content. So every single day we have that. Every Monday, there is a training for the people that purchase Legacy 2.0 every single day. And that training is done by the founder exclusively by herself. Okay. On Thursdays, we have, what is that? Nope. Thursday. Oh, we're having a cash flow thing. But on Thursdays, we do have other things that everybody can attend. Okay. What is this one? Oh, I didn't know it was Wednesday. Okay. So sometimes it switches, but anyway, if you choose a different program, there is still Zoom meetings for that. Okay. But I like that she does the exclusive training because I want to sit underneath her. I want to know what she thinks. She has made almost $10 million in this space since September of 2022. Let me tell you a little bit about her so you understand. She was in her 50s. She walked into a meeting, and in the meeting that she thought she was going to get an increase for, hold on, let me make me a little bit bigger. In that meeting, she thought she was going to get an increase. Well, they actually got cut in half. I don't know about you, but if it's ever happened to you, walked into a job and either the job is gone or there's a pay decrease, that's what happened to her. And she was like, man, I need to be at home. She didn't say man, I say man. Need to be at home with her kids. So she started this. She saw a post on FB. She purchased. She started this. She started a community. And then 17 months in, hit 1 million. Okay, hit 1 million. Now she's almost at 10 million in 3 years. There's another woman in our community that has hit 2 million. That has hit 2 million, and it's not the founder. Another woman. We have, I think the number is 126 six-figure income earners now. And that's six-figure income earners. Let me get back to this. Let me share this. Oops, I did the wrong thing, didn't I? Okay. How do you get started? This is what the program looks like. You just go click here to get started and follow the program. Put aside some time to follow this program so that you learn digital marketing skills. Okay, that's what we're going to learn. Now, let me get back to, I will quickly, what time are we at? Okay, I will quickly show you this. These are screenshots. Christina, stay-at-home mom, being just a regular stay-at-home mom, making money like this is mind-blowing. We were on vacation for 6 days in the Gulf Shores. I told myself I was going to be present with my probably family. I didn't get the rest of that, but that's just an example. Okay. Ruben, starting off the weekend, right? Usually I take off. I usually hide this, but I didn't. Starting off the weekend, right? First 900 sale, 2 weeks into the program. I'm so grateful I can cry. I feel that in his heart. Like, I'm so glad. Now, I will share just one of mine just so you can see. I don't always share them in the community, and I always post a celeb because I think it's fun. And yes, I do. I do think it's funny. So anyways, that's just one of mine. Okay. Now let me go back to, I'm going to let you hear another person. Okay. Inside of that webinar. So let me find another. Oh, Cecilia. Here. Let me add her. You can listen to this mom. Lots of moms. I think they're the dad.
Self-made South African millionaires. And the cherry on the cake is actually that one of those 24 is a 24-year-old. It is like, I nearly blew.
Okay, wait a minute. She said that they have 24 millionaires in South African rands, and one of them is a 24-year-old. If you are watching this from South Africa, listen, we are global, guys. This is a global. And while I'm speaking about it, let me go back here and share, because we are everywhere, like everywhere, okay? All over the whole entire world. I just want you to know that, okay? Let's go back to Cecilia, and let me make it bigger. Okay, I'll rewind it just a tad.
So self-made millionaire, she'll tell you the exact amount, all because of showing up on social media. So I'm sharing with you guys, you have no idea the ripple effect that can happen. Who wouldn't want to make an income while you can make an impact literally all over the world? So Cecilia, I'm going to let you take it away, my friend.
Michelle, we are 24 self-made South African millionaires.
Woo!
And the cherry on the cake is actually that one of those 24 is a 24-year-old. It is like I nearly blew through the roof the day when she announced her first million, because I mean, imagine having your child 4 years, 5 years after leaving school and becoming a millionaire, literally working less while doing so, not needing to answer to a boss. You guys, thank you so much for this. My name is Cecilia. I used to stay in an extremely small little town at the end, close to the end of South Africa, called Messina. I had 10 years, a daycare center for 10 years there, because my daughter was about a week old when I decided I will be the work from home mom. I will never ever miss a single milestone. And my biggest movement for that was actually because I'm also an angel baby mama of 2 little boys, and I'm a cancer survivor. So I refuse to miss out on absolutely anything with her. For 10 years, that daycare center served me well. I loved every second of it until I started missing out. Because by the time that she was further on in primary school, I couldn't be the mama at the tuck shop. I couldn't be the mama next to the sports field. I couldn't be the mom that the teachers depended on for anything, because I was always working. I never had time for my little girl. And I thought, you know what, it's time for a new venture. I need to learn how to do something new. So at the age of 40, I decided to start learning the skills to become a beautician. And I opened up a nail salon. I did nails, lashes, facials, everything. I thought, you know what, this is it. I will be having control over my time. I'll be having control over my money. But very soon, everything started falling flat. It's like literally, it was the time of my life where I had the most debt. I went through a divorce. I ended up being a single mama taking care of my child, crying about 6 days out of a 7-day week in the shower, thinking, what happened to my life? Why am I currently working this hard just to still struggle, just to still be the mom that says no at the counter if my child asks for something as little as a sweetie because I can't afford it? That was the example that I was setting for her. But the worst example that I was busy setting was turning into that snappy mom, because every time that the pressure was high, I would snap. So there was this one particular day where everything shifted for me, and I knew this is it. I need to make a change now. Was when I picked my little girl up at school. I had a bridal party at my salon, which meant I told her, you have to run. I'm going to pick you up from school. You have to run. I need to get back there. The clients are waiting for me. And she was 5 minutes late. My first reaction was to snap. Why are you late? I told you I'm in a hurry. And as I turned to her, she was already in tears. Aww. This is a grade 8 pupil that was going through initiation. And I took a horrible day and I made it even worse. Aww. With my heart of hearts, I intended to fix this later that day with her. But I ended up working until past 9 that evening. The worst part is, you guys, where I sat at my nail station and I looked up, my teenager fell asleep on a couch. Now, you give your teenager a phone, a bedroom, and they're in their happy place. You beg for attention when they've got those 2 things. But she needed me so much that she sat on that couch waiting for me until she fell asleep. And my heart, even till today, I still want to cry when I think of this, because my heart shattered into a million pieces, because that evening I realized, Celia, you are the snappy mom. You are setting an example where you are always overworked, but you never have money for anything. And you don't even have the time to sit down with your child and hear what's wrong. Help her fix her day. Is that the mama that you want to be? that was the evening where the final time I fell to my knees and I was like, God, please, something needs to change. You did not give me this baby in order to be this mom. And the very next day, I came across Michelle, a South African, coming across this mama from across the world. And I came across her post and she's like, I'm just a mom of 6 and a grand of 5. And I literally found a way to get my time back with my children without sacrificing income, actually making more than I ever thought possible. So I clicked on her link, and the minute that I saw the dollar sign, I was like, oh my soul, another thing that's not for South Africans. But I thought, let me give it a chance. I jumped on a webinar just like this one, and I started seeing normal mums and normal dads and the success that they had. And I'm like, what if this works?
Mm-hmm.
What if this works in South Africa? And my mind immediately started calculating that dollar to rand conversion. You know that $10,000 that Michelle teaches you to make a month? You know what that is for a South African? That's almost 180,000 rand as a South African. I mean, that's the type of money that a job doesn't pay you here. So I started, you already took 2 of those steps, right? You clicked on somebody's link, you joined the webinar through their email. That evening, I decided I'm getting started with this, and I clicked the final link and I got started. You guys, 6 weeks later, I made my very first dollars while I was sleeping. Now, I've played games before. I don't know who else has played games before. You can drop a 1 in the comment section if you have. It gives you that indication of you've got some dollars coming to your bank account, but it never ever reaches your PayPal account. So when I had that 1 on my PayPal, I was like, oh my soul, this works. And then 2 hours later, while doing somebody's nails, another $300 comes in. That in our currency in South Africa is close to 5,000 rand, or just a little over 5,000 actually. And I was like, I knew it. I freaking knew there had to be more to life than all work and no play. Because at that minute, I realized,
yes,
I literally came across the Rich Uncle's business. This is it. And my friend, 5 months later, I flipped our zip code. I will never forget my first Christmas as a digital marketer, because it was the first Christmas where I did not neglect debit orders to buy something for my little girl. It was the first Christmas where I didn't buy her just something with a little bit of pennies that I had in my pocket, but I could actually buy her what I wanted, buy her what she wanted, without worrying and stressing about how I'm going to cover my bills, how I'm going to dodge that debt collectors. So I'm telling you now, because I saw somebody in the comment section like, this is too good to be true. I get that. I thought so too. But I'm going to tell you something. This life that we are living, that I get to live now, comes from this exact industry. There's a reason why Forbes, for 3 years in a row, has announced the e-learning industry as the highest paying side hustle out there.
Yep.
This is your sign tonight. This is the sign that you've been waiting for. Thank you, Michelle.
Love it.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I want to, what time is it? I'm going to quickly go forward. There's a guy. Okay, now I'm going to tell you a little bit about Tim before I get going. I don't know if he goes over there, so I can't remember. But his son, and he's been in this business now for, I think, 2 to 3 years. But in October, for almost the whole entire month of October, he was, and I don't know where he is right here, but he was in the hospital. I think he might have been staying at a hotel anyways, his son was riding his e-bike, and this kind of hit home for me. His son was riding an e-bike. He had his helmet on and all that stuff, but unfortunately a car hit him, and his 16-year-old was in the hospital for, I believe, I'm going to say probably at least the whole month of October. He's back home now, but I think this was during the time period when he was in the hospital. And he had this business working for him, and I don't think he ever went live. He does go live on TikTok, but I think that he did his posting of his videos, which, we do. But that business is working, and it was working for him. And those are the kind of things that are priceless, like absolutely priceless. So anyways, I don't know what he talks about because I can't remember. Hold on.
California. I listened to all these stories about all these women like Amy working 2 jobs, and Man, I'm just going to tell you a brief story about my history. I was in corporate America for a big box retailer for 25 years, and I worked every holiday. People in the medical field, they work every holiday. There's shifts. They're trying to trade them to get home for their loved ones. And being in retail, you are there every holiday. October 1st, there's blackouts. You don't take time off. You have to be there. So being in corporate America, I gave 25 years of my life. And one day they came into my office, said my role had been eliminated. Oh, by the way, I've been married 35 years. I have 5 beautiful kids, 3 grandkids, and I love to golf every day. I'm outside because they're doing construction on my house right now, and I can't hear a damn thing. So then to come on here not muted, I'm like, oh my God, this just, why not? One more thing onto my plate. Why not? And then a helicopter, if you can hear it. Unbelievable. My point is this: if you guys work in jobs and corporate, I will tell you, I gave everything. I never went to the sporting events. My wife is my hero because of all the things she's done to keep this marriage and this family together by faith and all these things. But a real bad incident happened in my life in the last 30 days that we've been in the hospital for the last almost 30 days. My youngest son was in a very serious not a fatal, but a very serious car accident. And physically, body-wise, he didn't break a bone in his body. However, his capacity for short-term and long-time memory is pretty much from a scale of 1 to 10. It's a 2. So Mom and I have been by the bedside for our child, and my kids are all been down there. It's been an amazing feat. If there's one thing I can share with you, believe it or not, there's not one day that I didn't make an income because of the online system. I want to also share something with you. The next thing that I realized is I didn't do anything with the business, meaning I didn't make a video. I didn't do anything every day. See, there's things that you're going to learn in here that are going to give you time freedom. Remember what I said, I worked 25 years. I didn't go to the sporting events. Everybody knows that I always tell the story. I never went to a first day of not one of my 5 children because I'm a Gen Xer. What do? We know how to work. We're coachable. Tell me what I do. Cut the bullshit. Just tell me what I need to do. And when I saw a video, the funny thing about this is when I signed up, believe it or not, the same child that's in the ICU right now is the same one that was in the hospital when I signed up for this business on March 8th of 2023. So that's my baby. He makes grand. But March 8th of 2023, I signed up for the business. I saw just a simple post that says you can learn the skills and make $300 a day. See, I thought when I lost my job after 25 years of giving everything that I truly had, and I was very good at my job. There's a lot of you that are very good at what you do. But I would tell you, you can do the same thing with the same blueprint, with the same effort, with all the same teaching skills that actually people that actually give a crap about you and your success.
Yeah.
Now back to my situation. The coolest thing about this business is not that you have your business. It's all yours. You can do whatever you want with it. But the one thing I realized in all this tragic stuff that's been going on in my life and my family's life is it's the community. Yeah. Guys, I can tell you one thing. I've had prayers for my family and my son from South Africa, prayers coming in from Ireland. And I want you to listen to the speech. I'm being very specific. I want you to listen to the places that my prayers are coming from the Caribbean, from Mexico, all over through the United States, even in Kansas. Even if she is in Mexico, she's still praying for me. She knows I'm talking about. I have people praying all the way from Greece, London, England, Ireland. The crazy thing is, this is where our business is.
Yeah.
It's not your backyard. This is not an MLM where we have to beg our family and friends to buy something that is frivolous, a makeup, a Dallas Cowboy keychain where you make $3. You might have to give more money to it, but if you're a Dallas fan, you understand that. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia. My point is this. All those places are people inside our community that want to change something in their life, whether it's make an extra $1,400. I want you to stop and think something. What if you made $1,400 just once in the whole month? Most people are one check away, one less paycheck away from being absolutely out of their home and life defining. At some point, something has to change. So my challenge to you for for all the people that are in this community that you're here, I want you to understand community is everything. Michelle has created an environment where people like me at the age of 58 started this business at the age of 56, I think, 55, 56. And I will tell you, yes, I've made multiple six figures, and it is insane. Because I'm just that dude that needed a video to watch it 10 times. I'm the dude that needed to be, okay, what did you say again? Like, what was that again? Okay, repeated. When you see people like us at any age, it really is like guys like me that really want to make a difference. I'll leave it on this note. For the community that I haven't been able to respond to, all the text messages, I got to tell you, if you're looking for a business, you're looking for a community that actually gives a crap, that wants you to be successful, fully, all the way from the mentor, all the way down to the very first person that purchased their $100 blueprint. I'm just here to tell you, you're going to get in a community where they're all over the world, like I told you, and they actually send me messages and over and over and over of love and support. I want you to know I have not taken for granted, and I thank you, every one of you, with all your messages and support. Community is the difference in our business, but we do have a proven process. It works. Nobody can come to me and say, oh, or to Michelle or Amy, oh, it doesn't work. Well, I got to beg to differ, my friend. I haven't found another job. I have had no need to go back to another job. So for everyone that's out there on the fence, this works. It may work the very first day you get in it. It may work 30 days after it. It may work 90 days. But you can't take away all these people. Something is happening here. Something.
Mm-hmm.
So the next 90 days for your Christmas, ending your year, well, guess what? Go figure. Listen to this. Forbes already said 2026 is digital marketing history. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you to sit there and go, like, if you're going to be on anything, don't you want to be on something that actually is going some places like Forbes? Go Google it. Go do your research. Do all the things that I did. I'm just telling you, you're in the right place. You have the right mentorship. Oh, by the way, that comes with a free community. Hello. It helps 58-year-old people like me. Hello. And I cannot begin to tell you you're at the right place.
Yeah.
You just are. This is all I'm going to say. I will be posting something in the community. A lot of you have been reaching out to me. I asked Michelle what I need to do.
Okay. So, so anyway, man, I remember I just remember him going through that tough time. And it was hard. And I relate to that because my son had a e-bike accident too. And I remember thinking, man, that could have been my son. And anyways, my heart just breaks. I mean, his son is okay. His son is walking now. His short-term and his long-term memory, I think that has to be rehabbed somehow. But anyways, so this is the community that he's talking about. I did share this with you earlier. So you are a part of, there's 57,000 of us now. Okay. And for those of you that are watching this, let me get rid of this. Okay. How do you get started? How you get started is this. If you get started today, I almost forgot. Here are the bonuses. Okay. If you get started, community builders training, there's a Canva crash course. There is how the founder hit her first million in 17 months. There's a 30-day market strategy growth plan, which I went through this. This is great. There's invisible faceless marketing. And then there's 200 digital product ideas. Those are the bonuses to get when you get started. So I think I went through this stuff. We make 100% profit on those programs. You choose one of the 4 programs, all of these for only $9. Okay, but it's $1,900 worth of programs. How do you get started? And I didn't even talk about the automated system today, but we have this automated system, which is how he was generating an income while he was in the hospital with his son and his family, his wife and everybody. Because that automated system, I will quickly talk about it right here. Okay, so this is what happens, what it looks like when you go to Granny's Getting Paid. You have to put your email in. Why? Because I will quickly explain this to you. That automated system we all have. We are building an email list. An email, it gives us direct connection to the people that are interested in us and what we have. So you learn this stuff, okay? But this thing right here is priceless. So yours would look like this guy and the girl right here, as you see. There's 3 different templates, but I think a lot of people, I chose this one too when I started. So the fact is the average is 1 out of 20 people get started with our number one program. Our number one selling program is the 900. Now that's the founder, Michelle. There's another video of her in there. So that's just a quick little overview of that automated system, because it's out there working for us 24 hours around the clock. Okay. So somebody has to go put their email in there. And then when you put that email in there, you just go, I always say yeehaw. And then you just say, okay, send it, right? Then you'll see this quick little video of mine. It's 5-10 seconds. And then you go on the pink button. It will take you directly to get started with Legacy. You go on the yellow button, you scroll down. If you'll see me, and then you'll know you're right where you need to be. You can choose PayPal. You can choose whatever fits you, and you choose whatever fits your goals. Now, this is the Legacy. If you wanted the 6 or the 3 or the 1, let me flash those up here. If you wanted to go with the 6, the 3, or the 1, you could do that as well. And I want you to remember this, whatever one you choose, you get the ones underneath that. Like, so if I chose the 9, so I have all 4. I didn't have to go and choose and purchase each one individually. If you would choose the 6, right? If this was the 6, then you would have the 6, the 3, and the 1. Okay. So if you need a plan, there are plans in the US. If you are outside of the US, there may or may not be. You'll just have to see what pops up for you right here. Now, as low as $56 a month. Okay. And that's with Klarna. As you can see, right, there's a little link right there. Okay. So that's how you get started. What else can I tell you? Oh, there's the one-time $39 website fee, and that's separate. So this goes when you get a sale, when you get a customer, that goes directly to you. Okay. It doesn't go through a company. It's like you get a customer today, you get paid today. Okay. Now, if you, that 39, that's what I was going to say. The $39 website fee, that goes to support our community. So that's it. There's no monthly fees. We are part of that main community. And I told you the things that we get inside of there. So if you're done and you're ready to start, then get started. If you need help in starting, then message me, email me, make sure you grab the blueprint. And if you're ready to take action and change this and go from struggling and stressed like I was to finally having something that I could do from home and generate substantial, like I needed substantial. I don't know about you. I don't know where you're at, but if you're like, man, it would be nice to have extra. It would be nice to have more. I need more time. I need more income. I'm sick. I'm whatever. And I say that because as we get older, I know this. I have helped people that are at home, that are not feeling well, and they have good days, they have bad days. My friend is like that. And there's people that are caring for elderly parents, caring for husbands, caring for special needs kids. And we just need a way. We need something that works with our lifestyle. And as a single income home, as a mama of 3 homeschoolers, this has saved me. Like it has literally, it is like this thing that I didn't know existed that is real and it's legit and it works. And as I shared with you all these other people, it is a blessing. Okay. So get started. Don't sit there. Don't wait, because man, I'm so glad that I did not wait. I had a business up and running in 2 days. Now it takes them 24 to 48 hours to let you in that main community. So please make sure you use your right name and your right email all the way through, so that if you don't put in the same email, then they're confused and they don't know if you're a real person, and that's important. So for quickest access, make sure you use a good email. And if you have questions or you want to reach out to me, don't hesitate, okay? You'll have my email. Just reach out to me and ask me. I didn't even tell you. How could I forget this? I have my own community, okay? Sorry, we have the main community, but you also get to be in mine. And I do a Zoom every Thursday, so you're not by yourself, okay? I'm like your bonus in your back pocket. My community is on the same platform as the main community, but you have everything to build a business. You have it all. I'm just here to help support you, okay? So I do have my community. I post in it. It's not to take away. It's to add to you and your success, okay? So God bless and have a wonderful day. And I can't wait